Want an easy pick three strategy that actually works? In this video, I'm breaking down a simple lottery workout anyone can follow. Stick around to the end for today's best numbers and grits. I go by the name of Numbers with Dave, the Lotto King. In this video here, I'm going to show you how this lottery technique is working state by state, just by following these three steps: the location, the grit, the results, and the patterns. It's that simple. So you have to put your part in, everyone. So if you're going to be doing it, you have to do your part. You have to follow and do this in your state and get involved. This is what I tell everybody. This is for entertainment purposes only. Yes, I'm going to show you now here in New York how I came up with the 252. I'm going to explain it. These are your mirror numbers. This is going out to anyone that's new. The mirror numbers is the reflection on each number when you're doing lottery math. The 1 is the 6, the 2 is the 7, the 3 is the 8, the 4 is the 9, the 5 is the 0. Simple. The location is what? Is by looking at the results in your state. There's a day drawing and a night drawing in New York. So how many drawings are in your state? So look at your state and see what they doing in your state. You have to see what they doing in your state, and how you get to see what they doing is by looking at the results. So you can pinpoint the location where you need to play in. Because if you're not doing it, you can't ask anyone but yourself why you're not doing well doing this. Because you're not following the steps on what I'm telling you what to do. So it starts with the results. That's the first step. So it's free to do. You go into Google and look at the results in your state. The second step is looking at the right grid. You got to have the right grid. Yes. So how you actually get the right grid is by looking at the results of your state. What numbers they are giving you in your state in the daytime. So you're going to go back the last 5 drawings in your state and see what numbers they're giving you. So you have to put in the work to get that positive result. All right, guys? It's that simple. It's not going to come in your lap. You have to put in the work. You actually have to get the notebook and write down the results and put in that work. So you can understand how I come up with these grids. You have to put in the work. So you're going to look at the last 5 results in your state, and you're going to pinpoint what numbers they're giving you in your state. So you're going to start with the 0 and 5. That's the first number. You're going to see how often they're giving that number in your state. The next number you're going to go is the 4 and the 9. So you're going to look and see how many times they gave you the 4 and the 9. You're going to do the same thing with the 3 and the 8. You're going to do the same thing with the 2 and the 7. And you're going to do the same thing with the 1 and 6. How I came up with this grid, I just explained it to you. How I come up with the grid is by the results. And I just gave you a hint because the way I teach people is on a one-on-one, and I'll show you. So I'm explaining a little bit, and I'm giving you a hint what you need to do. Very simple. This 252, also yesterday's date. What is 2 and 5? 2 and 5. There goes the 2. I actually took that number and do a corner pair, and that's how I came up with the number, by looking at what the date and looking at the results. So yesterday in New York, what did they give us in New York? Very simple. They gave us in the daytime in New York the 480. Do you see the 480 there? Anyone that's watching this video, so you can learn it. You want to learn it, you got to put in the work, and I'm showing you what you need to do. 840. Do you see it there? Is it touching those 2s? That's 0. Is it touching? The 5 is not touching. The 8 is not touching. How about that 0 from the 840? Is it touching that corner pair? There you go. So that's the key to this. By getting the right corner pair and getting the right grid, and by looking at the results and looking at the patterns in your state, you could develop the grit for yourself. So this is New York. So whatever state you're doing, you have to put in your work. It's not going to come to you. You got to put in the work. If you don't understand it, this is what I tell people. Get involved and book a one-on-one with me so you can learn it. That's how you're going to learn it, by getting involved. So you can learn it. Getting involved and learning it is by booking that one-on-one And if you don't understand it by the video, get involved. That's the only thing that I can just tell you. Get involved and book that one-on-one. So I can explain it to you how I come up with these grids. Because I'm explaining to you in the video, and a lot of people still don't understand it, and I'm explaining it very clearly how I'm doing it. I'm telling you how I did it. You don't understand it? Look at the video again so you can understand how I break it down. I explained it to you. You're taking each number and you're trying to see the last 5 drawings, how many times they using that number in your state. Simple as that. Simple as that, guys. What did they give us after the 480? What does the 480 add up to? Yes. Can someone tell me what the 480 adds up to? The 480, yes. The 480 is what? 4 plus 8 is 12. Look, I'm going to write it down for you here. Look, 12. 480 adds up to 12. 8 and 4 is 12. The 0 is 0. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Yes, you're adding that 12 that from that 480. 1 plus 2 is 3. Then you go up 1. 3, 4. 3, 4. What's the mirror to 3, 4? Look at the mirror chart. Look at the mirror chart. Everything is right there in front of you. This is why I tell everybody, you have everything in the palm of your hand. You have the results in the palm of your hand, and it's free to look at the results. You have all the techniques. There's people that play that have no type of technique. They're playing blind. You know how they play with a blank sheet. You are not playing with a blind sheet. You're actually playing with technique and strategy. You have what? The grit. You have the location. You have the results. You have the patterns, and you have the date sum, the hit sum, the root sum, and your mirror numbers. Look at the advantage you have versus the person that's playing that has nothing. He's playing with a blank sheet of paper. He doesn't even know what he's doing. He's playing with no grit. He's actually playing numbers. He's playing Social Security numbers, and he's playing his birthday. That is not the correct way to do this. And I'm showing you the correct way. You have an edge. That's why I told people, watch my videos and get involved. And I guarantee you, you get involved, it becomes easier. Anything you practice, it becomes easier. So let's do it again. So that 3, 4, what's the mirror to 3, 4? Look, it's right here in front of you. 8, 9. So let's do it together. 8, 9. So what are we looking for? We're looking for a number that has an 8, a 9, or a 3 or a 4. There's no 3 here, but there's a 4, and there's an 8 and a 9. Let's start with the 9. Very simple. I'm not going to drag out this video, and I'm just going to show you quickly. Right off the 840, we already know we got to use the 8 and the 9. Those are the hot numbers, 8, 9, and the 4. There's no 3 here. So let's start with the 9. What number did they give us? 957. You see how it's touching the 840? Is that 957 touching the corner pairs? That too? Look at it, 957. How simple was that? By looking at the results, you'll be on your way. Simple. By looking at the results and looking at what you're doing. And look how simple that was. Very simple. So whoever actually wants to learn this the correct way on doing this, you want to invest in yourself and learn it the correct way so you can learn every step on how to do this, get involved. These are the steps how I show everybody. The grit, the mirror numbers, date sum, hit sum, root sum, location, and patterns. You want to get involved and learn it the correct way? It's up to you. You want to continue doing it your way? Because the videos, it helps people, but this helps a lot more if you're speaking to me one-on-one and I can explain to you the correct way to do this. Because some people get it, some people don't get it. Some people want to learn it, but they don't want to invest in themselves in learning this by actually booking a one-on-one. But if you want to invest in yourself, you ask yourself, are you worth investing in yourself to learn it, to do it the correct way? Or you want to continue playing your Social Security number or your license plate number? That is not the correct way of doing this. So if you want to learn it, book a one-on-one with me. I'm available all next week. Yes, today is Friday. As I'm making this video, I'm available Monday next week. Email me. I'm available 1:15 and at 3 o'clock. Email me. It's an hour session. You and me, I will explain all my techniques and all my tricks to be doing this. I'm going to give you an edge so when you're playing, you're not second guessing yourself when you're playing. It's that simple, guys. So here's the email. You already know what you got to do. It's that simple. So again, everybody, I appreciate everybody watching my video. I make these videos to help people, to give you an edge. That's the only reasons why I do this, for you to have an edge. Because if you don't do this, you be playing like this. You be playing with a blank sheet of paper. You will be playing with no grit, with no strategy, with no technique. Without the grit, you're lost. You're going to be playing with a blindfold on. But if you're playing my technique, I'm going to teach you the location, the grit, the results, the patterns, the mirror numbers, and how to develop the corner pairs and how to look at the results. And I can show you step by step on how to do this, and it's very simple. If this pick three strategy helped you, like, comment, share, and save this video. And also subscribe for new videos. This is Numbers with Dave, the Lotto King, and I'm out.